Hi there, my name's Megan. I'm the nutritionist working with you today. Can you confirm that your name is Kimberly Booker?
It is.
Awesome. So it's great to see you. Is this your first time visiting our office?
It is. Yeah, I've never been here before.
All right. Are you new to the area or have you been here a while?
I've been in this area for not too long.
Okay.
Not too long.
What have you been doing this summer? Anything fun?
Visiting family. Not much more than that. Trying to stay cool.
Oh yeah,
it's so hot.
that's important. That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I see you had some lab tests taken. Was that your first time having these lab tests done?
Here, yes, it's been a while.
All right, so we're going to go over your lab results and talk a little bit about those, and then we're going to talk a little bit about your typical routine, your diet and exercise, and that way we can put together a meal plan for you.
Okay.
So that's the goal of today's visit. So let's talk about your labs first. So we took 3 different labs. The first one was a fasting plasma glucose lab. Your results read a little high. It was 256 milligrams, while a normal range is about 70 to 99. So what the fasting plasma measures is the amount of sugar in your blood. And if it's higher, it means that you have a lack of insulin there. So this could mean that someone with a high fasting plasma has an increased risk for diabetes. But this is something we can definitely work on based on the diet. So if you pair some healthy fats and proteins with your carbohydrates, that'll make sure that your insulin is at a nice steady rate throughout the day.
Okay.
Another lab we checked out was the hemoglobin A1C, and the results from that show an 8.1%, while a normal range is about 5.7% or less. So that is also an indication of too much sugar in the blood. It can also lead to diabetes, and some diet tips that can help with lowering the A1C would be a balanced diet with fiber and whole grains, as well as paired with exercise can be really helpful. We want to avoid things like trans fats and sugary beverages in order to keep that level nice and level.
Okay.
And then the third test you took was the oral glucose test, and that result read 298 milligrams, and we want it to be 140 or less. So this is indicative of type 2 diabetes. People with higher results in this test can definitely be at risk for type 2 diabetes. So we want to make sure we're doing things like drinking plenty of water, again, eating our fiber and protein, managing our carbs, probably spreading them out throughout the day instead of one carb heavy meal. We want to have smaller portions throughout the day, so that can include snacks. Just make sure that each meal is smaller and spread out so that we have more of an even reading throughout the day. And then again, exercise can play a big role as well as diet.
Okay.
So do all of these labs make sense to you? Seems like they're all a little elevated, but there's can definitely be altered with the correct diet and exercise.
Okay. All right.
So it's something that can be reversed for sure.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a few questions about your nutrition and exercise routines, and that way we can help put together a meal plan for you to take home and hopefully work on some of these levels so that we can get them a little lower. So the first question I want to ask you is, what is your typical meal pattern like? Do you eat about 3 meals a day?
Yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
All
yes.
right, sounds good. Do you have any snacks throughout the day?
Not really. I don't really snack.
Okay. Would you say your meals are well portioned, or is one heavier than the other throughout the day?
I'd say lunch is probably my biggest.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
usually what we recommend, so that's great to hear. And then, do you have an equal balance of at-home and takeout food, or is there one that you lean more towards?
I'd say it's probably about even,
Okay.
honestly.
So half and half, depending on the week. And then regarding preparing meals at home, who usually does that? Is it you or someone else in your home?
Me.
All right. And then, do you usually use fresh or frozen food when you're preparing your meals?
Really both.
Okay, so a good mix of both. Are you able to monitor the salt, sugar, and fat intakes when you're cooking at home for yourself? Is that something that you try to limit?
I think about it yeah.
Okay, so when you're cooking for yourself, you think about it. What about when you're having takeout? Is that lower on your priority list?
Yeah, not so much. I don't really think about it so much.
Makes sense, because usually when we're having takeout, we're pretty rushed for time and we need something fast. All right. And then regarding your meal plan, is there any food aversions or allergies that I should know about for things that I should leave out of the meal plan?
No, I'm open to anything.
That's good. That makes it easy to try some new foods in our diet. Okay, and then regarding physical activity, since this is a big part of lowering these lab values, what's your typical activity pattern like? Do you say it's something you prioritize every day or a few times a week?
It's usually maybe 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay. Is this schedule something that you would like to increase or keep the same or decrease?
I would like to increase it, definitely.
And then what kind of activities do you enjoy doing? Because we want to make sure that this exercise is something that we are enjoying.
I like hiking. I like walking a lot, like the woods, nature.
It's been hot lately, so it's been tricky.
It's been a little hard
to find alternatives, yeah.
But that's something I really love to do.
Great, that's perfect to do around here. And then what kind of things might limit your physical activity? Would it be time, stress, maybe you're tired after work?
I'll say the biggest thing is if I'm tired.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have anyone that you like to go out and walk with, or is it hard to find a partner sometimes?
Sometimes it's a bit hard to find someone, so I'll just go by myself.
Okay. All right, and then I just need some information on your medical history. So what is your age?
40.
All right. And your height?
5'6".
Okay. And your current weight?
200.
Okay. And then regarding your weight history, has it been pretty stable over the last few months, or has it fluctuated?
No, it's been even.
Okay. And then, is there any goals in particular that you have for yourself for weight loss or gain? Because we can incorporate that into your meal plan.
I just want to be healthy.
Okay.
So
more of a feeling than a certain number. Do you have a time frame that you maybe want to lose or gain weight, or you just want to kind of take it slow and steady?
Yeah, no
That's good.
time.
That's a perfect approach. All right, so I'm going to take this information that we talked about today and work up a meal plan for you. I'll probably have that sent to you in the next couple of days. If you have any questions about that, you can contact me. After we implement the meal plan for a few weeks, we can do another reading of your levels if you'd like. But pretty much it just depends on how you feel. If you're feeling like your health is improving, then it's definitely something we can keep up with. It means we're doing a good job.
All right.
So, thank you for coming in today. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Let me know if you have any questions.